All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the elect out there, man. Okay? All right, look, I'm going to start this. I really want to read I said weed, read from Habakkuk 2 and verse 1, but I'm going to go ahead and start at 5 and get straight to the point. There's a couple videos that I want to show you. One is of this lady, and she looks like Northern Kingdom. Matter of fact, she could be. Remember, the scripture said we're scattered to the four corners of the earth. Anyway, it's this lady from Denmark, and she's going in and she's talking about several different things. You're going to hear what she says, but there's something that people, whether it be anybody, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter if you are part of the elect or anybody. Well, if you're part of the elect, you understand, but anybody on this earth, anybody, I'll just say it like that. Something that these people don't understand, that this place Babylon and the people who are over that, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, they don't give a damn about your solidarity. They don't give a damn about your health care system. They don't give a damn, I mean, not one damn about anything that you have. Your morals, they don't care. It's something that's in the scriptures. They do not care. They don't care. They don't care. All they want is their bottom line, which is world conquest, which in fact, the scripture said very plainly that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So without further ado, let's do it. All right, this is verse 5. Verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. What? By faith. All right, so when you see what this lady has to say, and she's going into it, she talks about, the so-called Native American Indians, which Indian really means savage. All right, when she's saying, we could, the whole world sees what's going on here in Babylon. They say here in Denmark, we understand, we see what's going on, Greenland, Slovakia, which is a subsidiary of Denmark or whatever. But she said, we see that he's going after brown people. He's going, we see how their land was taken. And she was, going into the so-called Native Americans, which in fact are Israelites, right? She's going into this. And, she was also saying that, we're not going to stand for it. We have allies and all that, blah, blah, blah. But look, again, this is what she don't understand is Esau Edom is ferocious, man. All right. This Esau is a madman, a total madman. And he will not spare any of his blessing, which in fact is a sword, to get what he wants. Okay, now you got to pay attention to what Donald Trump said, verse 5. Let's read it. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. That's his philosophies. What does he say? Whenever he does a regime change or, goes in and does something, we're there to help the people. Well, look at America. Look at Babylon. You ain't even helping your own damn people. Okay, it's just a lie. And these scriptures are spot on. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he's a proud man, neither keeper at home, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap into himself all people. All right, so that scripture right there, hell, that sums up everything I was just saying. He heaps to himself all people, all nationalities, all this, all that, and he's going to take it. If Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the book of Proverbs, 21st chapter, puts it into Esau Edom's mind, whether it be Nero, DJ Trump, or the higher ups, because he's just a damn puppet anyway, they're going to take it. All right, and all this is furthering what? Prophecy, and that's that. So without further ado, I want you to hear, what this woman has to say. Yeah, she's a breath of fresh air, because let's keep it 100, man. Let's keep it 100%. Listening to women from other countries is like a breath of fucking fresh air. I'm just being honest. All right.
So I think Trump doesn't know about Greenlandic people. We don't really value cash and Kardashian lips and fake boobs and stuff like that very highly. Actually, you cannot even own land in Greenland. You can get an allotment for your house and then you own the house on top of the land. But Greenlanders don't believe in the land is for one person, is for everyone. And so is the seas, like the riches that we have there. So it's a big miscalculation that he thinks that Greenlanders would be incited by cash or something like that. We're not. And even if you were to say like $100,000 per person or something like that, we wouldn't give up free healthcare. We wouldn't give up free education. We wouldn't give up being a part of Europe. We wouldn't give up on our sovereignty eventually. And we're a very sovereign people within the Kingdom of Denmark. We're autonomous right now. We do not want to be rich like the Americans are. See how greedy they are. They're even trying to shoot their friends or invade their friends just for greed. And we know that there's minerals and oils possibly in our underground, and that's worth so much more even than that. But even if we didn't have that, we would still not be bought. So everyone here knows about the Inuit in Alaska and all of the native tribes, Indians, American Indians who are there. Their land was taken from them and they haven't been treated that well in America. And we know that Trump is very much surrounding himself, at least with the white power people. And we are not white, as you can see. We are of color. And so we know our rights probably would be taken away. And we also know that we're very good as we are together with Denmark. As mentioned before, we have free healthcare, we have free study. Whatever you want to study, you can do that for free. And actually, government will give you money to study. So while you're studying, you're getting a grant from your government. So all of that we wouldn't trade for, like the welfare state, we wouldn't trade for anything in America. But also, you have to remember, a lot of Greenlanders have family, like their mother or father or grandmother or grandfather who is Danish. We do have a 400 years history together or more in terms of being interconnected in that way. So, and we're also seeing a lot of protests in America right now that is unsettling with the ICE agents who are sort of going after a lot of people. And from here, it looks like maybe he's going a lot after brown people. And we are considered brown people, as you can see. So, yeah, we would rather stay with Denmark. Thank you. America has had up to 17 bases here, and they have closed them all down except for one, the Bidufik Space Base. And America could amp up the base presence, their military presence, and even their military capabilities here all they wanted to. So that is not the argument. And of course, everyone in Greenland knows this. We may not be many, but we read, we're educated, and we know about the news of the world, right? Especially regarding our own country. So we know about the treaties that we have with America. This is very much akin to when you have a dog sledge team, when he's using that analogy, and one of the dogs all of a sudden turns around and bites you. You have to take it out of the kennel. You have to take it outside and shoot it. Of course, we're not going to shoot Americans. We're peaceful people, but you cannot trust that dog anymore forever. America has 10,000 soldiers who are for combat in Arctic society. Finland alone has 35,000. We also could impose if we wanted to escalate stuff, we could also impose like dropping all American treasury bonds, right? That would hurt. We also have, when you look at France and Canada and all of the allies that are coming to our rush right now, a very big arsenal actually of soldiers and of weapons especially. I mean, America had to borrow Denmark's warship for Arctic seas. So, I mean, it's not a given that America would win here. We fought alongside America in a lot of other wars around the world because we wanted to adhere to the treaties that we had gone through.
Okay. All right. So you heard what she had to say. But again, what I was trying to convey to you, all you brothers and sisters, ones who are listening, right? What I try to convey to you is this, is she fails to understand that this devil don't give a shit. He does not care. The men, woman, and children of the nation of Esau, Edom don't give a damn. And when they're going to take something, they're going to take it. Verse 6 reads, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, what she just say? Woe. Woe means destruction. She just said that, right? We got armies, we got this, but hey, don't underestimate the powers of the handicap. Ooh. Oh man. Anyway, that's hilarious. If you know where that's from, you're good. You're good. Now I'll go ahead and tell you where that's from. It's from that show in Living Color. That show in Living Color, man. You never underestimate the powers, of Babylon. All right. So let me get a little bit more serious about this, because this is deadly serious information. All right. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, that means destruction, to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and that's debt. Okay? And come to find out, not come to find out, but, looking and understanding, the economics and, all these little nuances that a lot of people are not paying attention to, because it's all prophecy anyway, right? AKA America, Babylon is basically bankrupt and been that way for the longest. That's why they're taking up, trying to take up and do this and do that, trying to switch up, and they see the entire world, the other side of the world, or everybody, going against them, taking their economic power away, not using the U.S. dollar bill. See? Yeah, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly, and shall bite thee, and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Ooh, did you see that right there? Hey, you know what? Let me go ahead. Hey, what did Donald Trump say? What did Nero say? What did he say? Let's play it. Check it out. Hold on a minute. Before I stop that, pay attention. If you have to go back, rewind it, and see what she said and what she's talking about. And the shit ain't going to work. Their little power, it's going to work in the end. When all these nations, come up against Babylon and shoot their arrows. But hey, that's that's after all the prophecies are through. That's in the middle of a World War III or the third woe. All right. So pay attention. Listen to what Trump said. He said the easy way or the hard way into Babylon, to a hammer, which the scripture said Esau is the hammer of the earth. Everything looks like a nail. Listen.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland. And we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way. But if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And I'm a man. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too. I have to tell you. And they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan. But the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also. But we need that, because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger. There are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way. I'm not.
All right. Hey, you heard it yourself. As a matter of fact, in that one little clip, he said it twice. Hey, he said, maybe I'll give him money, which would be total, sort of like reparations or whatever. Because if they decide to go take Greenland, hey, it's as good as gone, because they're going to take it. If they decide to go ahead and do that, like I said before, in the book of Proverbs, 21st chapter, if Yahweh Hashem Yahushua puts the spirit on Esau, Edom, to take Greenland, it's as good as gone. All right, and there ain't shit you can do about it. Salakia. Again, he don't give a shit. When I say he, I'm talking about Esau. He don't care about your sovereignty. He don't care about your healthcare system. None of that shit. He don't care if you own the land. All right? Because again, Job 9 verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So you heard what he said. Let's go back here. Let's see. What was it? Book of Psalms. I'll close out here. Book of Psalms talks about his mouth smoother than butter. Yeah, Psalms 55 and verse 22. Shalakia, 21. What was that? Esau, Edom. What do you say? Limit. I don't know what that said. I'll have to check that out in a minute. All right, we'll read this and close out. Yep, there it is. I was right. Okay, Psalms 55 verse 21 reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war. See that? Did you hear this? And if you think you want to come up against Babylon, especially in these days when he's almost in the fullness of his sufficiency, almost, because he's going, like the scripture said, he's going to get destroyed while he's eating. He's trying to fill his belly or whatever. But war was in his heart, was your mind. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawing swords. So no matter what, again, you heard out of the horse's mouth yourself. What did he say? He said, we can do it the easy way or the hard way, but we need it and we're going to take it. And that's that. And he's been floating this idea of taking Greenland, even Canada. He said Canada, just another state of the United States, the Gulf of America, all that shit. Habakkuk 2 and verse 5, hey, that's heavy. Anyway, that's that. All right. So a lot of people around the earth don't understand. Esau Edom is a very, very fierce man, and he's not stupid either. Okay? The noble, shall I say, because the other ones, this is Rome 2.0, the other Edomites, they're dumb as a box of rocks. It's the same thing, in Rome. It's the same thing was happening during Nero's reign, I believe. Anyhow, all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Hey, pay attention and stay upon your watch. Shalom.